Hello dear students, I am Assistant Professor Priyanka Kashid from Department of Chemistry, SHGM College, Kopargaon. Today we will discuss the Analytical Chemistry second year course CCTP 11 Chemical Methods of Pharmaceutical Analysis. In that course, we will let us see the pharmaceutical methods of determination. In that course, there are some points are there. First is disintegration test, second is dissolution test, then uniformity of weight of single dose preparations. Next one is uniformity of content of single dose preparation, friability of coated tablets, contents of packaged dosage forms, powder fineness, particle size by microscopy, then particulate contamination. Let us see the disintegration test. What is meant by disintegration test? It is the time required for the tablet to break into the particles. The disintegration test is measured only of the time required under a given set of conditions for a group of tablet to disintegrate into particles. Now we will see the apparatus for the disintegration test. The disintegration test determines the whether capsule disintegrated with a prescribed time when placed in a liquid medium under the prescribed integral conditions. There is a apparatus for use for disintegration test. Then we will see the for enteric coated tablets. For enteric coated tablets, the apparatus is used is seen in previous slide. Then method, put one tablet into each tube, suspend the assembly in the beaker containing 0.1 molar hydrochloric acid HCl and operate without the disc for 2 hours unless otherwise stated in the individual monograph. Remove the assembly from the liquid. No tablet shown signs of cracks. The wood allow the escape of the content or disintegration apart from fragment of coating. Replace the liquid in the beaker with a mixed phosphate buffer pH 6.8. Add a disc to each tube and operate the apparatus for a further 60 minutes. Remove the assembly from the liquid. If the tablet fails to comply because of adherence of the disc, repeat the test on a further 6 tablets without the disc. The tablet pass the test if all 6 have disintegrated. Now we will see the test for disintegration test for pessaries and suppositories. First one is a transparent sleeves of glass or a plastic 60 millimeter high with an internal diameter of 52 millimeter and an appropriate wall thickness. A transparent sleeves of glass of a plastic 60 millimeter high with a internal diameter 52 and appropriate wall thickness. A metal device consisting of two stainless steel discs, each of which contain 39 holes. There are 39 holes, each 4 millimeter in a diameter, being disturbed as indicated in figure. The diameter of the disc is closely similar to the internal diameter of sleeves. The discs are separated by a distance of about 30 mm. The metal device is attached to the outer sleeve by means of three equally spaced hooks. There are three equally spaced hooks. Then next apparatus is disintegration test for compressed pessaries. For a molded pessaries, suppositories, shell pessaries and shell suppositories, a metal device consisting of two stainless steel discs, each of which contains 39 holes, each 4 mm in a diameter, being distributed indicates in figure. The diameter of the disc closely similar to the internal diameter of the sleeves. The discs are separated by distance about 30 mm. The metal device is attached to the outer sleeve by means of three equally spaced hooks. Disintegration is considered to be complete when the molded pessaries or suppositories, it is completely dissolved or has dispersed into its component part, which may remain on surface, is completely dissolved in case of melted fatty substances, sink to the bottom in case of insoluble powders, or dissolved in case of soluble components, or may be distributed in one or more these ways, or has become soft with appreciable change in shape without necessarily separating into its components, and the mass has no solid core which cannot be pressed with a glass rod. Then for compressed pessaries, disintegration is considered to be complete when there is no residue on the perforated plate, or if a residue remains, it consists only of soft mass having no solid core which cannot be pressed with a glass rod. Then dissolution test apparatus 1. This test is designed to determine compliance with the dissolution required for a solid dosage forms administered orally. The test is intended for a capsule or a tablet. A cylindrical, the assembly consisting of the following apparatus: the cylindrical vessels, made of borosilicate glass or any other suitable transparent material, with a hemispherical bottom and with a nominal capacity 1000 ml and inside diameter 98 to 106 millimeter. The vessel has a flanked upper rim and is fitted with a lid that has a number of openings, one of which central. A motor with a speed regulator capable of maintaining the speed of rotation of the paddle within a 4% of that specified in the individual monograph. The motor is fitted with a steering element which consists of a drive shaft and blade forming a paddle B. Now we will see the dissolution test apparatus 2. It is the same assembly as same as like the apparatus 1, except that the stirring of the element, the paddle is replaced by the basket D. There is a no paddle, it is replaced, paddle is in apparatus 1, and it is the basket, it is a paddle is replaced by basket. In this the second apparatus, there is a same as like the apparatus 1. Dissolution test. Dissolution medium. Use the dissolution medium specified in the individual monograph. If the medium is buffered solution, adjust the solution so that its pH is within of 0.05 units of the pH specified in the monograph, and the dissolution medium is deteriorated prior to testing. Then time. When a single time specification is given in the monograph, the test may be concluded in a shorter period if the requirement for the minimum amount dissolved is met. If 2 or more times are specified, the specimen are to be withdrawn only as the stated times within a tolerance of plus or minus 2%. Then method. There are so many methods for the dissolution test. First is conventional and prolonged release solid dosage form, and conventional and prolonged release solid dosage forms, and conventional release dosage forms, prolonged release dosage forms, and modified release dosage forms. There are so many methods are given. And in this way, disintegration and dissolution test we have completed. And thank you for watching the video, and thank you for your patience.